batteria. We are about to start the conference in the next 5 minutes. Very good morning to all the media friends, colleagues, customers, and fans of Ampere. It's a great occasion today to connect with all of you. This is India's first virtual e-scooter launch, and we are excited about this. Post the COVID, we are in a new normal, and I'm happy to see so many of you joining from home today. Stay safe. It's an online event, and depending on the network connectivity, the streaming quality may differ. Kindly hold on and be with us. Today, actually, we stand almost in the middle of the year 2020. The first half of this year has been challenging, and as we usher in the second half of the year, we hope to see significant action to revive the growth story. We are thankful to all the COVID warriors for their relentless contribution in the last few months. COVID-19 taught us many things, and more important was a changed outlook towards our health and well-being. We are excited to bring to you our latest product that has been crafted with passion. To talk more about our journey into the e-mobility and the strategic roadmap, we have with us Mr. Nagesh Basunhalli, MD and CEO, Greaves Cotton. We also have Mr. P. Sanjeev, COO, and Mr. Mohesh Krishnappa, CTO, Ampere Electric, who will brief us on what makes Magnus Pro a truly milestone product to come out of Ampere Electric. Without further ado, I call upon Nagesh to address you. Nagesh.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We're quite excited to bring out the Ampere's latest offering. Let's start with kind of why EV and why Ampere, right? I think it's at the end of the day, it's for good. The change for good. I mean, keep rolling the slides, please, as I talk. So at the end of the day, we believe Ampere has pioneered electric mobility over the last 12 years. Next slide, please. When you look at it, this was a company that was born back in 2008, right through the ups and downs, the financial crisis and the COVID and many more crises in between. The company has, through the thick and thin, focused on R&D, focused on design, focused on product. Glad to report that in the last 18 to 24 months, this would be our third product that would be launched. We've gotten R&D recognition nationwide. Our localization efforts are intact. Over 200 Ampere dedicated showroom and close to 400 Greaves plus Ampere retail outlets, close to 200 cities that the coverage is. So in terms of when you look at it, the e-mobility journey over the last 12 years has been a journey where there is a fundamental belief that affordable last mile mobility is an area that all of us can deliver a lot of value to that end consumer and the consumer who aspires to have freedom, convenience, and comfort. Next slide, please. So in addition to that, about 2 years ago, like I said, Greaves became the majority partner in Ampere. And Greaves has invested in people, products, and technology, some of which you're going to see as we go through the presentation today. A product like Magnus and a third product in 18 months doesn't come overnight. It is due to the passion of our people. It's because of the investments in technology and our technology centers that has made this possible. And it's also become one of the leading brands in the EV category, where we are supporting both B2B and B2C customers. And I'm very grateful for a lot of the application specific products that our engineers have been able to deliver to pioneering a different roadmap in India's last mile delivery, and both in terms of food as well as people delivery. Next slide, please. In terms of summarizing the 12 years journey, if you look at it, over 60,000 customers and growing. And we remain grateful because these 60,000 customers over the last 12 years in Ampere have taught us a lot. Working through different conditions, different duty cycles, whether it is a 48-degree day in Delhi or a 0°C day in Chandigarh or Leh, how does the vehicle need to perform? I think our engineers have learned through this journey. And we're very grateful for that. 6,000 odd customers who made us better today. 500 million e-kilometers driven, lakhs and lakhs of trees that this equals in terms of planting, and of course, the petrol or the diesel saved. Yeah. Next slide, please. Along with that, I touched upon it briefly. We're very glad to report that in terms of the e-mobility chain and the outlets across the country, Ampere itself has dedicated 200 plus Ampere dedicated outlets across 200 something cities and towns. So when you look at the scooter population across India, you will be pleased to see the newly branded Ampere showrooms present in a lot of these top tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 cities. Next slide, please. We also are very grateful to the customers without whom we will not be here. Whether it is that millennial who's buying the vehicle for the first time, or whether it is that college student or the housewife, or a retired person, or a trader trying to make his trade work. I think we're very fortunate to see a wide array of customers, many of whom are first time coming into affordable mobility. And we're glad to be part of this revolution where we are transitioning a lot of them from conventional public transportation to affordable mobility or affordable last mile transportation. Next slide, please. And in addition to that, of course, we also thank our employees, our channel partners, our vendors, a lot of the institutional buyers, our financial partners without whom we would not be in business today. Especially in these tough times, we want to make sure that we're ever so grateful to all of you. Next slide, please. So overall, in summary, the product range, the technology, the distribution, the B2B, as well as when you look at it, the service setup, as well as the ecosystem of play that something like Ampere is beginning to provide to its 60,000 plus customers. Along with that, we're happy to report that HOLA, H-O-L-A, Happy Owners League of Ampere, is one of probably the first group of fans in the electric mobility space in India, and we interact with them regularly. And I think we are learning a lot from them. We are ever so grateful for that. Let's play the brand video, please, and then I'll hand it over to Sanjeev from here. Thank you.
Thank you, Nagesh. We will confidently drive this change ahead in the clean mobility segment. It's a great feel when you are on the wheels. We echo this sentiment at Ampere when we design experience around our customers. Someone rightly said, great moments are built by great drives. Great drives are made possible by great products. It's time to talk about our new product. Let me invite P. Sanjeev to take you through this exciting Ampere experience. Sanjeev.
Thank you, Ashok, and thank you, Nagesh, for setting the tone. Ashok, let me take the screen grab. All right, a warm welcome once again to one and all those watching us on live stream, as well as media friends right now on Zoom. At Ampere, we're constantly listening. As we wanted to bring the new launch, we wanted to take feedback from customers, channel partners, as well as, sorry, just hold on, please. Ashok, maybe I will take the screen from here. Thank you. Ashok, may I take the screen control, please? Thank you. All right, thank you very much. So at Ampere, we're constantly listening to you, and we wanted to find out what is the pain points from customer as we bring our new scooter. And as Nagesh mentioned, we have over 60,000 happy riders now with Ampere, and a great set of channel partners, 200 exclusive plus 400 odd Grease Relays partners, and a community that's constantly giving feedback. And the feedback was quite important as we created the new product. The first feedback was all conventional scooters that you have today are quite heavy, at least 100 plus kilograms. And customers wanted us to shave off at least 20% of that weight. And another very important thing is scooters is for convenience. So you need space back in the boot as well as in the front. And scooters are for a comfortable cruise ride, fatigue-free ride experience. And a lot of people also worry about EVs being reliable in different terrains. Let's talk about Rishikesh, where we've opened up new showrooms, or Coorg or Ooty, or any type of gradients that's sort of concern for anyone shifting from a conventional scooter to an electric scooter. And many are also realizing the time spent at petrol pumps is quite long, as well as the petrol prices are just going up. And post-COVID, we also learned many customers are shifting to personal mobility. But what is that single concern when you move from a shared mobility to personal mobility? It's affordability. So when we put all of these concerns together, we try to bring in for you a new vehicle. But there is a challenge. One size doesn't fit all. So we brought in 5 different types of characters to show you how this vehicle can fit each one of you. A mighty Mahesh, a very tall, 6 feet. It can be a man, it can be a lady, but looking for sturdy, reliable vehicles, as well as powerful acceleration and great legroom, because you need to have a lot of space, even for comfortable rides and also load carrying. So let's look at what our new vehicle offers. A strong body design, very safe and stable ride. The chassis is built to last over 60,000 kilometers, and it can take 150 kilograms plus payload. A powerful acceleration, 0 to 40 in just 10 seconds, and 450 mm of long legroom. Even conventional scooters today, the most popular selling conventional petrol scooters, have much less legroom than this. And because of the powerful torque and acceleration, we have great powerful pickup, even in inclinations of 13 degrees. And one of the smart features here is an eco mode and a cruise mode. For those who want to cruise comfortably, you can get a range of at least 70 to 80, and of course a speed of up to 55, which is great for a scooter. And on eco mode, especially for city riders with multiple trips from friend's place to homes to gym, to cafe, office, you can push it up to 100 kilometers per charge. So that's what makes this a great product, especially for those big built people like Mighty Mahesh. Let's look at another interesting person, the modern Mansi. She's a style icon. She's an Insta sensation. She looks for trendy looking designs and attractive color options. And she wants that extra style. Now, this vehicle comes with a digital dashboard, great LED light trims, stylish and very comfortable seats, great amount of boot space with LED light for comfort even in nights. And you can store a lot of stuff, as you can see in the picture, and much more in the front pocket, and great attractive colors. The next character we have is today's free young soul, the youth of today, Maverick Mandy. She wants extra comfort. She just picks up the scooter and she's all over the place. She's moving. She wants quick charge, and there you go. And her phone and everything needs to be right there with the scooter. And for such people, dynamic ride handling is very important because they ride a lot. And with, unfortunately, a lot of potholes and sort of the road conditions that we have, a high ground clearance of 150 mm is a blessing. USB charger right in the front with a safe pocket to hold the phone, a very comfortable driving experience with telescopic suspensions, durable shock absorbers, and one interesting feature, you could park this scooter even on slopes with a handbrake that we've offered. Now let's look at another interesting character, the cautious Bala. What does he seek from an electric two-wheeler, or any two-wheeler for that matter? Safety. He wants to locate it when it's parked in crowded places. He wants to make sure that he has his reliable ride. So we've offered a keyless entry. So you could also use the keyless entry to power up your anti-theft alarm and locate the scooter wherever it's parked. The scooter also has a CBS, a combined braking system for better stability. And one of my favorite features, which we call as the limp home feature. So if you're done with 90% of your battery juice, and this is especially for people who have range anxieties, you will get that 10 golden kilometers called the limp home feature. Automatically, the vehicle moves into a limp home feature and gives you that 10 kilometers extra juice. And finally, mindful meta. This is synonymous to every Indian who's looking for the best ROI in whatever we do, best ROI in stocks, best ROI in mutual funds, low running costs. We all know what's going on right now. Post-COVID, the fuel price is only increasing. And many of us are looking at low maintenance costs, pocket-friendly EMIs, and savings with every ride. Of course, there is no denial personal mobility is going to increase. Even for us, our retail is at least 60 to 65% higher than pre-COVID. That shows the shift to electric mobility. But what does this scooter offer? Just 15 paise per kilometer. With all that comfort, you just ride at 15 paise per kilometer. And with just 3 years, you are going to pay back for this cost of the scooter. So a great set of savings, and not just for riding costs, but also extremely low maintenance. And we offer easy EMIs at our stores of just 100 rupees a day. I would like to now invite a very important person, our CTO, Mr. Umesh Krishnappa. He's the brain behind the Magnus Pro, and he's going to take you through what gives us the technical performance and advantage in Magnus Pro. Mr. Umesh.
Thank you very much, Sanjeev, for the excellent introduction, and for the benefit of our customers and the community. I'm going to talk about the salient features of Magnus Pro and the technology advantages which we have for our customers. One such big advantage is seen on the screen. We have been working for last 2 years to optimize our electric powertrain, because that is the engine behind an electric vehicle. And we have learned, we have improved, and today we can say that we have the best in class electric powertrain in the category of electric two-wheelers, and we have what we have been able to achieve is the lowest power consumption in its category. How we have been able to do this, I think we have learned a lot, we have improved a lot. One of the most important thing is to study the driving behavior of our customers across segments and actually cutting down the unnecessary power consumption through the control software upgradations continuously. And Nagesh was talking about three vehicles being introduced in last 2 years. And we have been optimizing and working on controllers, making it more efficient, along with the motor to efficiencies of greater than 90%, and cutting down on driving behaviors which consumes more power. With respect to those very important endeavors, what we have been able to achieve is a power consumption here. It is shown in terms of watt hour per kilometer. So you can see that we are almost 30% less than the vehicles in its own category. Also, Sanjeev was talking about lightweight. So we are the lightest vehicle in its category with a very high power to weight ratio. And that is why our power consumption is at 25 watt hour per kilometer, which is a great advantage to the customer. It gives a smoother and an efficient ride to the customer. Going to the next slide, I think it was very important that we continue to upgrade our vehicles so that our objective of giving very safer, very high performing and durable electric vehicles to our customers is realized. That is why we had always a very strong validation test background before we introduce the vehicles to our customers. We have almost more than 100 tests covering the safety aspects, the performance aspects, and the durability aspects of the vehicle. One of the speakers, Nagesh, was speaking before me that we have tried to learn and see how electric vehicles perform optimally in all the temperature conditions, whether it is 5 degrees centigrade in north in cold climates, or whether it is a 50-degree hot summer, and we ensure that these are tested in parametric temperature conditions and gives good performance at all those conditions, and the degradation is not there. Energy consumptions with respect to the other players, as you have seen in last slide, that we are the best in class powertrain, and we are still improving. So improvement is something which is in our DNA. On the power and acceleration, we have a 13-degree gradient on a dynamic condition, and with two people of 150 kg, we can pull this. A lot of endurance testing of almost 20 vehicles over 50,000 kilometers under different duty cycles made us to continuously improve the vehicle and meet the requirements of terrains of all conditions. And Magnus Pro offers that. Safety tests in batteries, isolation, etc. have been very stringently performed, and this assures that we are one of the safest vehicles in the category. One very important aspect is that our dynamic behavior of vehicles in comparison to the best in class current IC engine vehicles have been benchmarked, and it provides one of the best in class riding comfort. It is important to ride a vehicle, but it is also important to have a fatigue-less driving if you are driving for 10 or 20 kilometers continuously. And the long leg room, which we call as the step-through gap, is highest of around 400 mm. We have a very good ground clearance and seating positions for 5 percentile and 95 percentile females and males. Overall, we have tried to work in a condition that while we provide safety, which is the highest performance and reliability to customers, we also ensured that we have a great styling product so that it appeals to all the customers. I thank you once again for the opportunity. I invite Sanjeev again to take over from me.
Thank you, Mr. Ramesh. So you heard about why the scooter is reliable, the dynamic performance, etc. But we also have fantastic colors and options. And I would like to play the product video to show you a quick summary of the vehicle. Well, introducing to you Magnus Pro. It comes in exciting, fresh new colors. So we have the bluish pearl white, graphite black, metallic red, and another very interesting color, the golden yellow. And you would also see the seats are extremely comfortable and extremely modern. And with Magnus Pro, you leave magnified. There is no compromise on features or performance. And let us bring to life the all-new Magnus Pro. Okay, guys, I think you've seen the product, you've seen the features. Now it's time for the big moment, the unveil of the price. Are you all ready? Let's go. All right, the guys have got you a unique VR experience for all of those in YouTube. You will see a link from Vimeo. You could just connect that to see a 3D experience of the vehicle. For the rest of the folks out here, before I get to the price, I know you're waiting for it. Before I get to the price, I'm just gonna quickly show you the VR experience out here, and then we'll move straight into the price.
VR experience. Ampere by Greaves is a pioneering brand in electric vehicles for over a decade. With over 200 dealer touchpoints across India, Ampere gives you the right reasons that make everyday mobility exciting.
You are now inside an Ampere showroom. We are proud to present India's widest array of stylish, affordable and reliable e-scooters such as Rio, Zeal, Rio Elite, and now our latest launch, Magnus Pro. Magnus Pro is one of India's finest e-scooters, a technological innovation par excellence. Available to you in 4 different colors: graphite black, metallic red, and another very interesting color, the golden yellow. And you would also see the seats are extremely comfortable and extremely modern. golden yellow, bluish pearl white, and metallic red. This powerful e-scooter offers benefits like strong body design, extra comfort, extra performance, extra convenience, extra style, extra safety, extra savings. Are you ready to have a magnified riding experience? Magnus Pro comes with an easy one-push start button. Accelerating from 0 to 40 kilometers per hour in just 10 seconds. Magnus blends power with style. With its high...
All right. So we created a virtual experience for all of you. The link is going to be available in the comment section on YouTube. And this is going to be a different experience. You could sit at your home, look right into the scooter, what gives that performance, and why it's such a reliable scooter. And also you can have a riding experience. And also please note, we've created elevations, we've created a bumpy road with potholes, all of that for your virtual experience. So we would encourage all of you to enjoy that further. Now, for the moment that we've been all waiting for, well, the Magnus Pro is definitely a vehicle, a scooter that can be an alternative to today's sort of traditional petrol scooters, from a comfortable drive, from ergonomics, from dynamic performance, stability at multiple speeds. We spoke about the ride quality. We spoke about features. This is a power pack vehicle. And also you recover the entire cost in just 3 years. Magnus Pro is going to come at a very attractive ex-showroom price of, yes, 73,990. Now this is going to change how electric scooters are bought in India and the experience of electric scooters in India. And I'm also extremely happy to share some additional offers, of course, at attractive pricing. 3 years is a standard warranty. It covers all the key parts, your battery, your controller, converter, etc., and your motor. And we offer a 2 years extended warranty on all these parts at attractive prices. There are bumper to bumper insurance offers, as well as very good EMI offers. So with this, I would like to thank all the YouTube live audience. Thank you very much for joining us and watching us live.